Hello, welcome to Paint by Blunders. Today we are looking at Kalido's new acrylic paint range for the airbrush to see how well it can go over some of these cosplay 3D prints behind me. Let's get to the video. It's actually quite hard to see. So first off, let's just address the compressor. I'm using the Gaahleri from Glaahleri because my normal go-to iWater, essentially the air tube is cracked and I need to repair it at some point. This little thing has got me out of trouble so many times. It is a great travel compressor. I travel a hell of a lot for work and I sort of always have this with me. And I'm just going to be shooting this at 25 PSI. And I'm not adding any mediums, any thinners or anything like that. I'm doing as the bottle says, putting it in my airbrush and just spraying. Now I sprayed this for about 5 to 10 minutes. I did sort of a couple of coats and no dry tip. It was absolutely fine. Now I do, if I'm going to take a swig of tea or a coffee, or I'm going to stop for a couple of minutes, I do zhuzh the end of the needle round with a little bit of water. Just it's good practice to get into. Now this was the before and after, and as I say, this was just a couple of quick coats for say 5 to 10 minutes. If I wanted to be like solid over that, one more coat and it would look fantastic. So this is the blue now. So one of the things I use is Dirty Down because it's super quick, super convenient. But one of the things that they don't necessarily tell you with Dirty Down is it leaves like a tacky sort of residue after it's been on a while. It is meant to be semi-permanent. I think that's a common misconception where people think it's a permanent fix. Dirty Down is semi-permanent. It does degrade. So this paint, I just sprayed straight over the top just because I wanted to see if it could do a recovery job. That was the whole point. If I wanted it to be a perfect finish, I would have, re-primed all of this and gone from like, 0.0. But this was 3 color changes, sprayed straight over something that was already painted, not the cleanest surface, and this was the result. I think I maybe spent half an hour, if that. Now, if you haven't heard of these are sort of a new airbrush paint range that come from the company that are Glaahleri Airbrushes, which I'm a huge fan of. And when they announced that they were doing some new airbrush paints, I had to give them a go. So I ordered a few and here we are. This video isn't sponsored, by the way. They didn't send me these. I paid for these out of my own money. So onto the Daredevil cowl. Now you can see where I applied like the oil wash and just left it and it looks a little bit messy. So I'm going to come in now with the bright red and just try and neaten it up. Now in hindsight, I should have used just a standard red, but bright red is doing the job just fine and it is covering beautifully. And during the process of this video, I did switch between 3 airbrushes. I used an iWater, I used my Gaahleris, and I also used a Harder and Steenbeck just to see, and it sprayed perfectly fine out of all of them with very little effort. And it's done a great job at hiding some of those imperfections. Again, if I want to be a bit more solid, I could put another coat over it, but that is good enough for now. If you don't know what the Kalido paint range is, essentially they have done all the primers you could ever want for priming up your miniatures or your 3D prints, etc. From your whites, your greys, your blacks in sort of matte, satin and gloss finish. They go into the airbrush and spray beautifully. I have the gloss black, which is fantastic for when I'm sort of going over any weapons or anything that I want to be metallic, especially in sort of a 3D print prop world. It is so handy to have a good solid black gloss base because it really makes the metallics pop. They also do the paint sets, I believe, come in sort of 3 sort of basic sets, which is sort of your primary colors, which is your normal, color range, nothing too fancy or out there. They also do a mech color range, which I do believe is based on the colors that are for like popular Gundam kits, because a lot of people like to repaint those. Something I've not done. Weirdly, as an anime fan, I've not got into the whole Gundam thing. No idea why. We'll see. And the third sort of kit you can get is sort of based on, I believe, real life car colours for supercars, sports cars and classic cars, which I really like the idea of doing like a Blood Angels army where your Dreadnought is actually painted in the colour match to like Ferrari red. I think that could be quite interesting to explore. But yeah, I believe that is the three sort of main ways they do the colours. So for the gold, I came in with champagne gold, which is quite a nice gold actually. It's a little bit more orangey. Super impressed with it. Possibly not the best gold match, but I ordered it blind. And then I've come in with Freedom Blue and Blue. So the one bit of advice at this stage, because I decided to try it with a brush, because, you know, we're not always going to be airbrushing with these colours, is have a very dry brush. Now, I don't mean dry brush as in like a dry brush technique. I mean, if you've just cleaned your brush in water, you want to wick away lots of that excess water before applying it with a brush, and then you are absolutely fine. So like I said, I want to give these helmets a bit of a new lease of life. So I'll try and just hold them up a little bit here, so you can probably see them a little bit better than on the desk lamp. So this is the Wolverine one. If you'd be interested in seeing something like this prepped and painted to a better standard than this, do let me know in the comments below. Happily do it, which also means that I'll probably get rid of that one. So I'll either give that one away or give away the new one I do, whichever one people would prefer. So this is the Daredevil one. I printed this tiny. I printed this on my old printer where it couldn't really do much size-wise, but I did want to see if I could print this in one piece, and it did, and it came out really, really well. But I had a bit of an accident with the enamel wash that I used on it, which left it looking a bit crud. That's why it stayed at the back. But with a good blast with that Glaahleri Kalido paint, it's come out quite nice. So this one, I didn't scale it to my head. Sort of wish I did. Really like this one. It's also really hard to get a good sort of shot of this, because where the lights are as they are and it being so reflective, but you can sort of see how cool that sort of looks. I could crank up these lights, but then it'd blow everything out and it'd look really weird. So hopefully between this and the clip on the desk, you'll be able to see what it looks like. But you can check it all out on the description below, which will take you to the website. I've been with Gaahleri for a while now. I think their products and innovation towards airbrushing is fantastic. There is a code if you do want to use it for 10% discount, but you can also get these things on Amazon as well. You might find that easier. But yeah, do check them out. They are fantastic and a very supportive, very caring brand, and have great customer service and support. So thank you very much for checking out this short little review on my first impressions of the Kalido paint range. Now I will be doing a review, as I said, painting more miniature based stuff. I've got a Dreadnought and a Tau Devilfish that I really want to try these on. Really looking forward to that, so stay tuned for that video. Thank you very much, and I hope to see you on the next one. You know what, I fully regret not printing those to fit my head.